Alright guys, Megadeth Jason here, and welcome to another edition of my Madden 2017 franchise. Well, this is week number 6 of the 2019 season, and now 3-1 Vikings take on the 1-3 Eagles. Let's go ahead and get this game started, and I will see you all at the end of the game.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The biggest challenge for these teams here may be dealing with the weather. Rain is falling, the field is slick, and it's not going to get any better as the game goes on. It'll be messy out there. It's the Vikings going up against the Eagles. So let's send you up to Pennsylvania. Standing by in Philadelphia are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led onto the field by their big mobile quarterback. He can throw it, he can run it, Colin Kaepernick.
I think years from now we talk about the zone read in the NFL. We may attach Colin Kaepernick's name to it first because he really made it popular and allowed a lot of other NFL teams to decide to put it into their own playbooks.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will lose and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he had great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. I think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up. Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. And a peek at the offense. And Matthews, a guy that we have to talk about.
And Jordan Matthews, Brandon, is an anomaly. Normally, a long receiver plays outside. He likes to work out of the slot. Does a terrific job absorbing punishment and catching the football.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Kendricks in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down.
All the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now back to throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get. It would beat those coverages each and every.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. What a spin. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Our eyes shift now to the Vikings defense. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over, because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now, will they keep that confidence? Time to find out.
Watch left, tight end to the left, tight end left.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. On second down, here's Kaepernick. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. One quarter down. 6-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. So they're operating in the red zone.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Not only did they drop a interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They'll drop the throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's had problems here early in his career with interceptions in the red zone, and that rears its ugly head again there.
And you know what happens, too, is that even when you have those issues, your offensive coordinator, your quarterback coach is trying to give you confidence in that situation, and they may still call those plays, hoping to get an easy, cheap touchdown for you, but you violate their trust and their confidence when you make plays like that.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that.
Double tight, guys, double tight. You got 4. You got 4. 54, come on, 54. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there, 78 yards. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. And you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger body wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here, got into the end zone. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Back to throw. Surveying the field. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a pickup of 19, and that leads to a Minnesota first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pop incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And they're going to speed things up here. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Seven yards to go on second down.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Run that. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. This is taken deep in their territory. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact and give a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley. And yeah, that's perfect. 2 Davis, deep. Hey, I gotta go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got got cut off early. We are back and ready for the third quarter. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops. And now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that. Having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Minnesota first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
That goes for a gain of 31.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Spinning past him. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 97 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Point after here coming up. And the lead is up to 5. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On the toss, here's Allen. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And he's got the first down. Yardage brings this up to the 47. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
I know back in the good old days, just about every team was constructed to power run to the right side. We just saw a pitch to the right side that worked pretty well.
It's easier going to the right than the left?
It just used to be very simply that the right side was always the power side. I think that's just one of those old things. I'm not sure it's still the same, but on that play, it certainly felt like we were back to the future.
Yeah, and it worked.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Backing up. This will be caught inside the 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one.
They get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped. And look out. I think he's going to go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, Eagles. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.
And his kick is right through. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. It goes as a pickup of 23. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this. They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That's taken it around the 40. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to
throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Anthony Barr in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
That is caught inside the 5. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
second down, here's Kaepernick. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And quickly, they get to the line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
Holding. Offense.
So holding by the offense and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it.
There you have it, folks. Philadelphia Eagles defeat the Minnesota Vikings 28-16. That was a really rough game in the passing department for me. Let's go ahead and take a look at the statistics. James Bauer was 8 for 13 for 164 yards, 1 TD and 3 interceptions. I think at one point in time, I think it might have been 8 for 8. I might be wrong on that. Philip Spicer, 9 for 17 for 129 yards, 1 pick, 2 interceptions, and 1 touchdown. So combined 5 interceptions thrown between both quarterbacks. Giovanni Sally had another solid game, 17 carries for 110 yards. Javarius Allen had 1 carry for 19 yards. Receiving, Rudolph, 6 for 106. Treadwell, 4 for 73 and a touchdown. Pinnock, 4 for 71 and a touchdown. Stills, 2 for 20. And Jeffrey Applewhite, 1 for 23. We'll go ahead and end there, and I'll see you guys in the next game.